All right, welcome back to the channel. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. Today I'm going to do an unboxing, a full unboxing and install review on the Mr. Beam's MB390 from Amazon. I'm not real impressed with how this showed up. The box is basically what I would assume the product comes in, and Amazon delivered it like this. On the reverse side is the shipping label. This is the way UPS dropped it off. The box is a little beat up. I don't think that's going to affect the function of the device. I've got the light temporarily mounted on the side of my deck. I just used some zip ties. I'm just going to demonstrate the brightness. Right now, it is almost 9 o'clock. Sunset was at just before 8. So I'm going to wait till it gets a little bit dark, and then I will let my dog out first. We'll see if he can set the light off. Motion sensor. And then I'll walk around myself and see if it will, and we'll see how bright it is. I really just hope that everything's in here, nothing fell out in transit or anything like that. So we've got the light itself. It is wrapped in some bubble wrap. Set of instructions and some mounting hardware. Now I plan on mounting this on our hardwood deck, so I don't think that I'm gonna need those drywall studs or masonry studs, I guess either way you wanted to look at it. So the instructions seem to be fairly straightforward. So let's get it out here and let's try it out. I assume that if you're watching this review, the first thing you want to know is actually how bright it is. I think this one was 600 lumens for D batteries, which is a little bit excessive if you ask me, but I guess to run such a powerful spotlight, you gotta have them. Let's get it out and take a look at it. So to install the batteries, you've got the face plate here. It's got a locking symbol. You twist it to unlock, pull it out. This plastic seems a little bit flimsy. I'm gonna use this in an outdoor application, which it says that you can do. So you push this little latch and this should come apart to show the battery compartment there. There is a little bit of an O-ring seal around this, I guess, to keep water out. So let's get the batteries in it and we'll see how it does. It does add some considerable weight. It automatically came on. Hopefully that feature is pretty bright. Hopefully that feature will have an automatic shut off after a while. Okay, so the instructions advise you to drill a pilot hole in your surface, and the anchors that I noticed that were also in the package with the screws, those are really for drywall. They're not for masonry. So I'm not going to be hanging this thing indoors. This is going outside. So you've got 2 screws. The one here, lefty-loosey. This adjusts your elevation up and down, and this one on the side, this thumb screw here, loosen that up, and it frees the light from the base. So I had to bring the camera a little bit away from where I'm actually going to be mounting this thing. The air conditioner, our outdoor air conditioning unit, is coincidentally right next to where I'm going to mount this, so it's pretty loud over there. So for now, I'm going to take this apart, take it off the base, and I'm going to get up on the ladder, just because in our particular situation I need a ladder to get up there, and I'm going to take care of this portion. I'm going to drill the pilot holes and get the screws in there, and we'll get the light up there. Just because of my position, the ladder is a little bit shaky where I'm at. I'm going to mount it right here on the inside corner of the deck, and the reason for that is because I want it to, just the direction that I want the light to come out into the yard. Alright, so here's our base. I don't have a 1/16 drill bit, that's what it wants you to use. This one's just a little bit bigger, but I'm going to start the hole and then hopefully run it the rest of the way in. This will turn it that way so we can reach that thumb screw. Put it right there. Just going to drill a little bit of a hole. A little small hole there, just to get us started. I think this wood will be fine too. I think this wood will be fine. These are 3 holes. I think this wood will be fine. It should, screws should go right in. They look like wood screws. I wouldn't call them high dollar, but I would say that this tricky position that I'm in, if it hadn't have been for that, this thing would have been up already. If I was putting this somewhere normal, maybe if I put one like out front in my garage, facing the driveway. Saw an Amazon question asked if this thing could be mounted to a tree. Well, I don't see why not. Well, I'd trust these screws, I guess, depending on what kind of tree it was. Loosen our thumb screw up here, and then we'll get the light, and we will put it in. Oh. Alright, well, that's one thing I certainly didn't account for, was room for the head. I guess enough. May have to move the mount over to the place next to it. Let's tighten up the thumb screw. So, but for the point of this video, I may have to mess around with this later, but for the point of this video, it's just to show you how easy it was and the range of light at night. The dog did set it off. I think in my camera shot the first time, you couldn't really see the dog, just he was so close to the house that it still picked him up, and then of course it picked me up. So the only thing I would say that I don't care for this light too much is that the beam is really focused like a spotlight, like it says. I was hoping it would be more of an area floodlight. It's definitely not.